Raise your hand if you love looking at houses you can't afford on Zillow. Guilty as charged. A love for looking at real estate seems to be universal in adulthood, but actually having the money for a down payment is another story. Well, what if I told you you could invest in real estate without having to put down a sizable amount of cash? Welcome to Real Estate Investment Trusts, or REITs. REITs are companies that own, manage, or finance income-producing real estate in a variety of sectors. Basically, a REIT is a landlord. They lease space and collect rent. And like stocks, they trade on major exchanges, meaning you can invest in a REIT by buying shares of an individual company or through a mutual fund or ETF. What are some of the positives about REITs? Unlike physical real estate, REITs are a liquid investment, meaning they can be unloaded quickly to get cash. REITs are an excellent addition to help keep your portfolio diversified. Plus, the rental income produced is distributed as a dividend to shareholders. Let's take a look at some of the different types of REITs. There are retail REITs, which include shopping malls and standalone stores. One of these REITs is Simon Property Group, which is the largest mall operator in the U.S. Another type of REIT you can invest in, residential REITs. These companies own multifamily rental buildings. If your apartment building is owned by a REIT, you could invest in the company and potentially make some money back, which would honestly be amazing. There are also REITs that invest in office buildings with long leases. If your apartment isn't owned by a REIT, maybe your office is. In addition, there are healthcare REITs, and they invest in hospitals, medical centers, nursing facilities, and retirement homes. There are REITs for hotels, cell towers, warehouses, storage facilities. You've mostly heard of Public Storage, which is a REIT in the S&P 500. And if your parents have downsized like mine, you know how important storage units are. Clearly, there are a lot of options when it comes to real estate investments. And it's nice to know you can have some skin in the game without having to mow the lawn or clean the gutters. There are more than 200 publicly traded REITs, so maybe it's time to add one to your portfolio. I'm Caniglia, and I'm invested in your money.